will be. Hello friends, in January we will have a sew-along to make some pouches for the cell phone, like these ones. Today I'm going to take you through some options that you can use to make something like this. The first thing I want to say is that you have the option to do it simple, with just a pocket for the phone and little pockets or no pockets at all on the outside and the back. This is all optional. You can choose what you want to do. So I will show you how to do this one. It's a simple one, and how to do this one that is a little more involved. This one is more involved because it has more parts. So for this one, the phone pocket is on the outside, and the inside you have other kinds of pockets. The first thing you need to do is measure your phone. Take your phone and measure from one side to the front. In this case, is 4 inches. The other side, it's 7 and something. Sorry, but I don't know how to work with inches. For me, if it's 1 inch, I can understand it, but all the little bits in between, I can't read this, so let's say it's 7. Next, we need to round it up by 1 inch, so we have ease, so the phone can slide easily, and you have ease on both sides, the sides and the bottom. So to this we had 1 inch, and to this we had the seam allowance. Again, you will choose the seam allowance that you like to work with. I don't work with inches, so I'm not familiar with it. I work with centimeters. I will add 1 centimeter because it's comfortable for me. But you choose what you are used to and just add it to your measurement. So you have your measurements for your phone, and then you know that is the minimum size you will need of fabric to make this pouch. So in this case it will be 5 by 8 plus the seam allowance. So far this is what I came up with for us to do. This is with my measurements from my phone. If you want to follow along just like I'm doing with the same measurements, I can share them on the community. I already made the calculations and everything. If you want to do one exactly like mine, I can share these measurements, but you can do it specifically for you. So that's where the measurements of the phone will come handy. So I can share all this. The drawing is just for me to help me when we are constructing it, so I don't have to stop and make calculations or plan anything. This way it's easier for us to move along without me having to stop to think. So this is what I came up. It's subject to changes because many times I change my mind while I'm going. So there's that. Now, as far as materials go, I'll show you several options that you can use. Do you want your phone to fit on the front pocket or in this pocket? Because if you want the phone to fit on the front pocket, you will have to choose something that is big enough for the phone to fit. In my case, this won't fit. So, but when I made this one, I was intending for the phone to fit on the big one. The front one is for the keys, so this one works for me, but it might not work for you. So, and especially if you are going to be making one that opens, you have to make sure that the phone fits on the front one, because it's the only pocket big enough for the phone, because in the center we will have a zippered one, the card ones. Remember when deciding what material you are going to use to see if the phone fits. So now I'll show you some options I have here. The first one is a pair of jeans. You can use jeans. There are some jeans that have really nice details in the pockets, like this one. I like this detail. So this would be a nice front for the pouch, and this fits. The only thing is that it has metal bits. So if you want to do, let's say you didn't have this one and you had one like this, and you wanted to make a facing for the pocket like I did here. If you have a metal bit, you won't be able to put the facing nicely inside, because you need it to be open so the facing goes down under here. So you have to take that into consideration. You could remove the little metal bit, but you might end up with a hole that you then have to fix. You can cover it with some applique or something, but it's something you have to consider. Other thing is that the pocket, the inside, you don't have to worry about it, because we will change this. So even if your phone doesn't fit and is like this, that's not a problem. You can use the jeans anyway. So this pair was a nice contender, but I found another one for me. But I'll show you other things you can use. You could use a jacket. Because to make this pouch, the focus will be on the pocket. So if you find a garment with a nice pocket, that's what you can use to do it. In this case, I could use this jacket. Again, same thing. I would need a pocket to fit my phone. In this case, if I open here, it might fit. Yes, it fits. So I could use this. I just had to cut around the pocket. I could use a shirt. This one, I like this one. It's too small for what we need, but something like this would work fine. It already has the button. You could keep this and just, again, cut it around. A jeans jacket, the same thing. You could use this one. This is too small again, but a bigger one would be nice also. Or you could use even some cargo shorts or pants. If you like the pocket, use it. So let's see if this fits. Okay, this one is too small, so it's another option. So you have options. Use whatever you have, some garment you have at home that you're not using, or you thrifted, or someone gave you. Just look at it and see if it has a nice pocket. Fabric to make all the pockets, or some embellishments. If you don't want pockets but want to embellish it, you could put something on the front. So some scraps or some fabric you have from other projects will be enough. If you are going to do one like this, you will need the outside, two pieces for the outside and 2 pieces for the inside, and the facing, if you are putting a facing, something for the inside here. This is also optional, depends on what you are going to do. But again, I'll explain everything as we go along. If you're doing the open one, you will need fabric for the outside and the inside, and all the little bits that are inside. This one takes a lot of fabric, about 32 inches of fabric times 2 because we will be folding. It doesn't need to be a single piece, can be many pieces sewn together, because we will put the seams inside and it won't be visible. If you are able to find one single piece, that's great. If not, we can work with that also. You will need something for the padding. Again, it depends on what you have. For this one, I only put padding in the parts that are in contact with the phone. It's this one and this one, not on the front, because on the front, since I'm going to put the keys here, I don't mind that it doesn't have padding, but the back, yes, because this one is in contact with the phone. So I use padding just for these two. You will see what you want to do in regards to that. If you need padding in all parts, or if you prefer all your parts to have padding, you can put it. I just prefer it to not be too bulky, so I minimize the places where I'm putting it. For the padding, you can use the commercial one that has glue on the outside. Choose a thinner one, not too thick. The thicker it is, the harder it will be in the end to work, and the bulkier the pouch is. And if you have one already at home, good, we'll work with that. If you don't have it, there's other things you can use to replace it. I would love for us to do this project without having to buy anything, just using what we have at home. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just using something that I already own, but it's possible that you don't. So if you have to go buy it, well, I would love for you to try and use whatever you have at home. And if you, in the end, if you finish and didn't have to buy anything, let me know so I can be happy about that. Let's say you usually don't do this kind of projects, but you have interfacing for clothes. You can use that also. It may be that it is too thin, and in that case you will need to add it in two sides. If it's too thin, you can put it on the outside fabric and on the inside fabric to give it more structure. So depends on the kind of material you are working. You could work with something like this. This is, although it's not very thick, but it's good enough to protect your phone. So something like this is good. Also, here is a lining from a jacket that I took apart. This could also work, and I could even use this part as the fabric for the lining, because it's a nice fabric. And if you have, let's say, felt or something like that, let's say you have leftover felt from doing the birds that Philomene taught us last month, you can use that also as your structure. If you have small bits, you can attach them with a zigzag stitch and make a bigger piece the size you want. So this is good. You can also use jeans. If you have a little bit of jeans that is thicker, you can use that in the inside, just to give it structure. Or something that I use a lot is tablecloths and napkins. These are napkins that were given to me. This is a sturdy material. This is it's thick. It has a nice structure. It's almost like if I leave it vertical, it almost stands up by its own. So it's great to use as instead of the gluing one. I use this a lot. So you could use something like this, some fabric that is sturdy, that has structure to it, can also work for the inside. If you want to do a strap, you have two options. You can buy one, a commercial one, already made, or you can do your own. You can do it using the fabric that you have, and for that you will need the swivel clips and the slider bar. So 2 swivel clips and the slider bar for a strap. If you want the option to use it around your waist without a belt, you can do one of these. This is just a waistband of the jeans. You could use the waistband of the same jeans, because we are not going to use it to do this. This is all optional. You could just make the pouch like this to put your phone and throw it in your bag so it doesn't get scratched, and don't even bother with the hanging loop. You can use buttons to close it, be it in the small pockets or inside, so you might need some snap buttons or some Velcro, and using magnet buttons, because they usually are bigger. So for a small thing like this, I don't think it would work. I think these ones are better for this project. So Velcro works well, so also. And we will need some belt loops. Yeah, belt loops to do the hanging of the strap. So we can use our strap. We will need some belt loops. We will need 3 of these, because we are making, well, or at least I'm making, I don't know what you are doing, but I will need 3 of them, because I will need 2 here, and then if I want to use it horizontally, I will need to have 1 in this side, so I will need 3. To finish off, I just want to show you what I've chosen to do my project. I have a pair of pants. I choose a wide one so I can put my phone, because, as I said, I'm going to do the open one. So this will be my outside, and then I'll have a piece of denim also here for the inside. It will work just like this one, but with denim on the outside and the inside. So my pouch will be like this and open this way. When you decide on yours, on your material, you remember the measurements from the phone that we took. It was 5 by 8. Represents only one piece, so it's just the front or the back. You will need double that. If you are keeping the side seam, you only need to mark the 5 by 8 and cut it, and you'll have the 2 parts already sewn together. But you can also do them separately, and that will depend also on the jeans and how straight your seam is, and if they have beads or something like that. But we'll talk about that later. I had measured, and I had my 5 inches, but my 5 inches stop right on where I have the metal bit, so I'll need to add more. So in the end, I'm going to use 6 inches just because of my metal bit. So you have to pay attention to these little things when choosing. This one I will keep the side seam, so this one doesn't bother me. So when you have your main fabric, play with it, see what you want to do. In my case, I've done that already, and I decided that I'm going to put a flap here, like this one, with this fabric. I'm not gonna put anything here, but I could do some design or something, but I'm not going to do. I have my loop belts to hang in here, and this side is done. On this side I'm going to use the jeans pocket, just like this, and then I'll have another strap to put here. For the inside I'm going to use these scraps to do the pocket, so I'll have a card pocket in one side, and in this side I'll have two small pockets. I'll have one small pocket here and another here. So this is what I'm going to use. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about. I hope you can find something in your house that you can use to do this project with me. I hope to see you in January in the sew along. Until then, stay well.